So if you've been watching the channel here for a while now, you'll know a couple things about me, alright? I vehemently hate politics with a burning passion, and I hate talking about it. I hate hearing about it. It's just pretty annoying. But on the flip side, I love to hate Hasan Piker. Unfortunately, whenever you hate Hasan Piker and you end up talking about Hasan Piker, you inadvertently have to talk about politics sometimes. But, ladies and gentlemen, today is not about politics. Today is not about a crazy, retard take that Hasan has made, which there are plenty of, okay?
Seems like NATO successfully deterred Russian aggression. Great news. I knew it. I knew this fucking absolute troglodyte. Russia's gonna destroy Ukraine. Russia's gonna destroy Ukraine. That's why they need NATO. That's why they need NATO. Or maybe that was never gonna fucking happen. Like I said, it was never gonna fucking happen.
Today is about Hasan seeing ghosts.
I see dead people.
He's fighting ghosts. Everywhere he goes, there is a ghost behind the corner. But what am I talking about? Okay, well, recently, if you are not aware, Hasan was booked to be at the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. And there, he was supposed to do a bunch of different interviews and everything. But unfortunately, poor little Hasan got kicked out.
They're kicking us out.
Unlucky.
I don't know why.
Apparently there's a double booking. That might just be an excuse. I don't know.
They said, hey, we ain't got the space. You gotta leave. Sorry, buddy. There's no room for you. Get the fuck out, okay? And he was planning on doing, like, interviews throughout the entire DNC and commentating on it live right there in the stadium and everything.
I'm telling everybody, I'm canceling all the interviews. At first, I was like, this sucks. Because I had mapped the whole thing. But now that we were able to, do a swift exit, it's 8 p.m.
Probably would have been a good stream for his followers, you know, his little fucking brain-dead sycophants over there in the Hasan Piker army. Hey, who doesn't like seeing Hasan Piker in pain, alright? You know, it's always funny whenever he goes on his little rage moments.
Everything I said about Biden is true, you f***ing idiots!
And, I mean, he did a pretty long stream, of course, where he said a lot of things, but Hasan said a crazy thing, saying that, oh, yeah, well, the DNC didn't have any pro-Palestine voices, any Palestinian voices at their national convention, alright? And Hasan makes the brilliant point that because they didn't have any Palestinian voices, that it was purely white supremacy.
If you're like a lifelong Democrat that happens to be Palestinian, you know what I mean? Sorry, sucks to suck. You ain't got shit. It's so racist. It's so fucking gross. It's so disgusting. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's just straight white supremacist ass bullshit, okay? You can dress it up any way you want. That's American chauvinism right there.
It is dressed up. Thank God. I'm glad they got the blacks here to save us from our white supremacist guilt. Thank God. Hell yes.
This is just outright blatant white supremacy. What do you expect from all of these white supremacists backing a black woman for president? But yeah, sure, okay, it's white supremacy. I guess we'll just forget about the fact that during the DNC, for the entire span of the DNC, there were widespread protests and riots outside of the convention the entire time it was going on. Listen, if we're gonna bash the MAGA guys for taking a few swings at the boys in blue, we obviously have to condemn the Palestinian protesters, guys. Come on. Let's be politically consistent, okay? Now, obviously, okay, if you've watched my videos, you know my take. No one in politics is ever morally consistent. That just doesn't happen. That's why I kind of just stay away from it, but of course I like to talk about Hasan Piker because he's a retard. And then Kamala Harris decided to give a speech at the DNC, which, okay, all right. Black lady speaking, everybody pipe down, everybody calm down. Let's hear the black lady out here for a second, okay? Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, for Hasan's fans, okay, they weren't piping down. They weren't letting that black lady go off. They weren't hearing the colored opinions from this woman, okay? Instead, they were spamming hate messages throughout his chat the entire time, saying things like, okay, that's it, we're not gonna vote, whatever.
With respect to the war in Gaza, President Biden and I are working around the clock because now is the time to get a hostage deal and a ceasefire deal done.
I'm out. I'm tapped.
And let me be clear. I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself.
Oh, I'm super out. I'm super out.
You know, okay, light stuff, not so bad. And then some of the messages got really, really weird, like, shut up, you dumb whore, which sounds like something I would say. So, hey, lefties, maybe we got a couple things in common here. I'm not really politically motivated on either side, but I do like calling people a whore, all right? So if that's allowed now, count me in. There was a lot of hate, like a ton of hate going through his chat. And here's the thing, all right, if that's what your chat is like, okay, if that's what your fans are like, why the would they ever have you at the DNC? Like, what did you expect, dude? I really don't feel bad that he got kicked out and got his whole day ruined. One, because it's Hasan Piker and it's funny, and two, because, dude, all of your fans fucking hate these people, so, like, they clearly don't want to have anything to do with you. And the thing is like, they were spamming these hate messages, like, right after Kamala Harris was calling for a ceasefire over at the Israel-Palestine bullshit, okay? She was like, hey guys, we need to stop the fighting. No more dead kids. That's not cool. Something that you people should fucking support. Okay, that's like your whole thing is to get a ceasefire, or at least I thought, okay? And you know, the thing is as a fan of internet drama and things happening between different internet personalities, clearly this is the fucking reason, okay, why Ethan Klein decided to cut Hasan Piker off, okay? Because his chat is fucking batshit insane, dude. And he does nothing to try and, you know, moderate it in any way. He loves it, okay? He loves to see the hate.
Go listen to Hasan. Actually, you know what? Go listen to Hasan. People say, I need to go listen to Hasan. This is bullshit. Please, go listen to Hasan. Who fucking, by the way, yells at people in chat, calls them Zionist genocidal monsters for suggesting that the hospital wasn't bombed, okay, by the IDF, which is the same fucking thing the Hasan's fans come and tell me. So fuck that.
And then he'll try and feign ignorance whenever it doesn't benefit him, whenever it makes him lose connections that he so desperately needs to stay relevant.
By the way, I'm not even defending I'm not even like, I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm fucking shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, who the fuck is this child, cold, arrogant,
Ethan,
fuck.
I love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of fucking
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making
like
that argument. You know that, right? Like, at a certain point, you're an adult, and the words that you're saying are going to be perceived by people in a certain way. I can't constantly tell my community to shut the fuck up, like, right, well, which I have, listen, and I think they should. But at the end of the day, it's because I know you personally, and I think your heart is in the right place. But they don't know, so it's hard. It's hard for people to view what you're saying beyond your words. I'm just telling you the
perspective. You disagree. That's it. I mean, what the fuck do you want from me?
Okay, but do you get where I'm coming from?
But internally and always, he will always love the hate.
Hasan's Discord, and what I saw in that Discord was near universal praise for Hamas, near universal saying people deserved it, people near universally calling me a Zionist pig fucking mass murdering genocidal freak. And if you want to know the truth, that shit fucked me up seeing that Discord, because it made me realize that a lot of these people are watching this show, and it frankly disturbed me.
Oh my god, it's editing Ray here. The continuity's messed up. Kill yourself. Ray Guitard, you can't be fucking around with my continuity, man. I need my fucking continuity, dude. Please give me my fucking continuity back right the fucking second. Calm down, viewer. Calm down. Listen, I found another clip I wanted to talk about. Here's some evidence, some proof that, you know, Hasanabi still believes, okay, that Destiny's fucking community is to blame for everything. This is quite literally him, okay, blaming Destiny's community for the end of Leftovers.
I first started watching you on Leftovers and wasn't familiar with your solo stream. Now that I see you fight/explain things to people who don't know better, how would you rank trying to explain things back in the day to Ethan, generally speaking? He was so normie. I think it was fine. It was just like the audience reaction was so insane. Like there were multiple incredibly active Reddit communities that were watching every episode and specifically massaging the way that like everyone in the community looked at the stuff. And then they would come in here and they would be like, dude, you did such a piss poor job. I'm actually a fucking Marxist Leninist and you did such an awful job explaining shit to Ethan. Like, and they would do that over and over again. And they would clip my fucking malding reaction after the 11th time and then post it onto other subreddits to be like, see, he's malding. It's just like, it is what it is, you know? Drama frogs like ruin everything. Yeah, there was a complex of streamers who were also coaxing Ethan certain ways as well. Exactly. Like they made clips about me fucking crying and then blasted it everywhere, making fun of me and being like, dude, imagine like he's fake crying. It's hard. It's hard to, I mean, that was a weird ass time, dude. It is what it is. But I think it was, you know, there was a lot of cultist fucking losers, you know? Cultist fucking losers who just spend every waking moment online and don't know how like normal people operate. You know what I mean? They don't understand like normal human emotion. It's the same principle behind dudes who are like, dude, he got so owned by that one guy who turned out to be a fucking ginormous racist. He got IRL cyberbullied. It's like, bro, how do you say that? How do you openly write that online without feeling a fucking shred of embarrassment?
And of course, if you remember how all of that stuff went down, okay, it wasn't because of Destiny's audience, okay? It was because of Hasan's own audience consistently attacking Ethan, and on multiple different occasions, them like having different debates and whatever, and they were just constantly like calling him a Zionist, constantly just attacking him for being Jewish, basically. Like the dude was born in America, okay? There's no part of him that is like full-on Zionist, okay? He's an American, okay? And how I can prove to you, all right, that it is truly Hasan's audience to blame is because recently, ladies and gentlemen, before I was able to put this video out, there was a little bit of drama that sparked up about Ethan, okay? And why, you might ask? Well, Ethan has a piece of technology on his podcast that they refer to as the button, okay? It's basically a live stream disruptor. It's a thing that's used by a lot of like sports newscasters and things like that, and sports commentators, that if they ever were to say something that they weren't supposed to, or something bad happened, okay, and they needed to just cut that part of the broadcast out, they can do it in real time. So it basically cuts like 20 seconds of the stream, and it just kind of covers up any unwanted things that may happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, whenever they were using it on one of their episodes of Content Court, they were running low on time, the show was coming to an end, okay, and whenever they hit the button, you know, the video went out, but the audio didn't go out, causing there to be a little bit of a leaked fight between Hila and Ethan and AB, one of their show producers or whatever the fuck. He basically puts together dramas and segments for the show.
We got 10 minutes. Do we watch this?
Like I have this new
Final
clip thing where,
words
like I have a Discord and people
fuck me.
like, people that join my course, they can use they get access to
Why
a
I think we covered most of
We're
it.
doing it.
What are you
It's
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like, this is what I'm talking about when it's always like,
We need to get home for our kids.
it's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I was just talking about finishing
On
Wednesday.
Friday, maybe. Is it?
You guys, like...
All right, I'm taking my hand off. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
What? Ay.
What? Okay. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
What? Ay.
What? Okay, well.
I heard all that.
Thanks, Button.
All right.
Well, I'll just explain myself then. Like, it's like, you know, first of all, I appreciate the hard work.
I know
you've
you do.
done, and I loved it, and I really enjoy it. But it's like every time we do it, it's like the show is what it is, and
I know.
it makes it.
I was being selfish.
No, fuck it, dude. That Button fucked me, dude. Can you imagine that Button fucking me over like that? Like, dude, I mean, it could have been worse. What kind of Button is this, bro? Who's getting?
We had
What's with the
technical
Button
issues
people?
earlier. We had technical issues earlier, and it screwed some stuff up. I was running around in the back trying to fix everything, and I don't know. I guess that was still glitched out. It didn't work.
Bro, how am I ever gonna
basically
trust the Button? We need a Button redundancy.
We need a button for the button.
Ugh.
Apologies.
All right. Listen, I do have to leave. We ran out of time.
And the reaction to this clip, guys, was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Ethan and Hila would ever talk to one of their employees that way. I'm so disgusted. This is absolutely foul. People saying like, I try with H3. I was a huge fan for years, but this pod has just the most catastrophic ass vibes ever. Like the past year or so has just been them bickering all day. Yep, that's your socialists, guys. They only care about vibes. Same. I was a huge fan for years. For a few months, the only reason I stayed to watch was the crew. Hate to see it. I watched Ethan for years, man, and only just like 2 weeks ago did I start to get a weird vibe, and weirdly I stopped watching the black hole of a vibe killer that is H3. I stopped watching and this shit happens makes me feel pretty damn vindicated. This is, of course, after enduring the atrocious vibes for the past year. Ah, yes, whenever your big buddy Hasan decided to fuck over his friend. And there were so many more instances of people just like whining and crying, okay, about them having a pretty like cordial conversation, or cordial disagreement, should I say, in the grand scheme of things. But then the next day, guys, okay, H3 decided to address this whole situation because, well, it was the dumbest fucking drama in the world, and he showed the full context.
So this is what actually happened in the room.
Roll
we should
it.
have just ended the whole thing. We were at the end.
Yeah. We can. Let's end it. You want to tell me about his scam shit?
No words?
You mean finish it all up today?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're close enough.
Final words.
We got 10 minutes. Do we watch this?
Like,
So
I
this
have
was
this
all
new clip
final
thing where,
words
like I have a Discord and people
fuck me.
like, people that join my course, they can use they get access to
Why
a
fuck you?
Discord.
Look how Olivia's the only. Look at Olivia. Look how sweet she is. Can you switch
Wait,
to
why is
Olivia
it
real
cropped
quick?
all weird? I don't know. Why
I've been watching him work on it for so it's really good.
It's
really
okay.
good.
Thank you,
Bro,
Olivia. That's so sweet.
Yeah, so this is how the show works. We ran out of time.
Yeah. No, I think we covered most of
We're
it.
doing it.
What are
Making
you
it
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like this is what I'm talking about when it's always like.
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I just I'm about finishing
On
Wednesday.
Friday. Is it?
You guys, like.
All right, I'm taking my hand up. And the button didn't work.
Okay.
And okay, it changes nothing, all right? My opinion still stays the same from the first 2-minute clip that was shown. Yeah, this was like nothing, okay? People were making it out to be like, oh my god, Ethan just screamed at his fucking employee. He just verbally abused his employee. This is the most foul, disgusting shit ever. Have you ever had a fucking job? Oh, wait. No, you definitely haven't, okay? You definitely haven't because bosses talk to their employees like this. This is a normal kind of thing. Honestly, this is the nicest way that he could have ever had a disagreement. In the original clip, guys, okay? In the clip, the disagreement was, well, we're going over time. All right, we have to get back home to our kids because our babysitter is going to be leaving soon. You know, you are on a time crunch whenever you have kids and you're paying for a babysitter. You know, they're also at work. Shit happens, okay? Sometimes your shift ends, okay? Sometimes you don't have enough time in the day to complete all of your work that you did. Like, what the fuck, dude? He's your boss, and he's just saying a pretty nicely, all right, that, yeah, well, we're not going to be able to finish it, dude. The thing is, right, is that it seems like Hasan has just been going batshit insane recently. For instance, you know, he sees Destiny's audience, okay, the DGGers everywhere. For instance, this clip where he says, oh, I know where these talking points are coming from.
I don't know if you're a fan of mine or you're a fan of watching me through another content creator's stream, considering your talking points are virtually identical to another content creator. UN Watch. ICJ didn't decide on a claim of genocide was plausible, nor there are plausible cases of genocide.
I'm no lawyer, and many...
Yeah, UN Watch.
Correcting what's often said in the media, it didn't decide that the claim of genocide was plausible.
Well, good thing the ICJ is since then, and not Joan Donahue, who I don't think is any longer a part of.
The shorthand that often appears, which is that there's a plausible case of genocide, isn't what the court decided.
I like that this is all that the defenders of Israel's genocide have, is that a semantics argument that is like supposed to be borne out, is supposed to be the big distinction. I know where these talking points are coming from. Israel not conducting a genocide is silly. Now, obviously, having said that, however, my personal assessment on this matter, I'm not relying on simply the International Criminal Court nor the International Court of Justice when I talk about Israel conducting a genocide, because ultimately, I still think Israel is conducting a genocide regardless. It is special intent, or dolus specialis, that makes the crime of genocide so unique.
That's mens rea. Or this clip where, you know, Hasan literally pulls up like one of his longtime supporters, okay? The guy has literally been like subbed to him, giving him money and donating to him, and he just claims that he's a DGGer, okay? He claims that he is a Destiny fan. Why do you ask? Well, because they took a clip of him and put it on LSF.
I suspect that someone will probably clip out me describing once again the definition of Gusano and post it on LSF and post it on Destiny subreddit. Oh, there it is. 31 minutes ago, right on the mark. Hasan makes a point about the usage of certain slurs. And then immediately the same people that say the N-word like fucking clockwork turn around and go, oh, bro, why is he so racist? Why is he so racist? And yet, no matter how hard you try, this genuinely does not change people's attitudes. If you are... Let's take a look at this fucking chatter. Because remember, clips are only for subscribers. Only subscribers can clip. So this person is a subscriber specifically so they can clip stuff for Destiny. The amount, 19-month subscriber. $19-month subscriber. There's no fucking way.
And okay, you can claim that I'm just spouting nonsense. These are all old clips. He doesn't believe this anymore. He doesn't see Destiny fans behind every shadow, under his bed, in his closet at night. No. Clearly, I'm a freakish little dumb idiot, okay? That's just completely uncharitable and making up stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while he was streaming the DNC, okay, he reads this, like, media bias chart, which should just be, like, a throwaway, like, bullshit thing that you pull up and you kind of make fun of a little bit. It's like, oh my god, wow, look where they ranked me. It's basically like a fucking one of those tier lists, okay? It means jack shit, okay? But he pulls up this, like, media literacy, media bias chart or something like that, and he's ranked below Joe Rogan, okay, and, like, below OAN and all of these different news organizations and shit. And then he freaks out about how, oh, this has to be a Destiny fan, it has to be a DGGer.
Apparently Joe Rogan is more reliable than you. What is this? Hold on. The new media bias thing came out. Is this for real? Wait, what? There's no way, dude. There is no fucking way. Contains misleading info. You want to know something that Donnie told me? Donnie fucking reached out to the Pointer Institute guy who called me a misinformer on the New York Times. Okay, I think this list is from them. The first time I'm actually mentioned on the media bias chart, they put me below selective, incomplete, unfair persuasion, propaganda, or other issues, okay? And on the right, I'm under Joe Rogan, like Joe Rogan, Red Scare Podcast, Ben Shapiro, The Ingram Angle, Project Veritas. Project Veritas. I am the equivalent of InfoWars. Like, this has got to be a fucking DGG guy who wrote this list, I assume, to just be like, oh, he's the... Oh, you're getting food? Wait, can you get me food too? Can you bring something back for me? Please. Please, some fucking Pepsi Zeros and waters and food, please. I'm dying. I'm suffering. I'm starving. Dog, I'm lower than Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and all of the, like, National Review, Newsmax, OAN. I'm lower than OAN. What the fuck? Bro, they're so crazy. Breitbart is here? New York Post and Breitbart are here? Okay, this...
Like, there's no way that this could be anyone else other than a Destiny fan who would have this opinion. Other than that, guys, there's not too much else to talk about. I just needed to make fun of my little buddy Hasan. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Gay Retard out. He's fucking fat and ugly. He's bald. Did you guys know that? Hasan Piker is actually a bald man, and I hate bald people.